Hey everyone, welcome back to more of the Pale Beyond. I'm Disturbing Puppet, so we're going to continue our game here. Just kind of noticing this as I zoom in and out. This timeline's moving all over the place. This whole loading and saving system is very goofy. And I clicked on this before and it didn't even load. So yeah, it's being pretty bizarre. Anyway, so what's happened? We are pretty low on fuel and food. Partially, we have fuel. We just need to actually get it. And it seems like it's not giving me the option of having crew members assigned to do that very often. We have canned food. It's also only letting me take like one crate out at a time, so that's a bit of an issue. We have all of our dogs. We have one guy injured. The captain has gone missing. Don't know what's going on with that. Just kind of the way it is. What else do we have? So we know everybody. Yeah, so Gnomes here has been wounded. Hopefully he's actually being taken care of by the doc. We will find out as we progress. All right. Is there anything to do here? No. Templeton slips in through the door. Shaw? What is it, Templeton? Hunt is still missing. Okay. And he isn't alone in that regard. So somebody else took off as well? Sanders, Sparrow, and Gren are also unaccounted for. Surprise, but I guess it's sort of the... Oh, okay, this is worse. As is a sizable food and fuel supply and one of the larger lifeboats. Shaw, you and I are not naive. It seems quite clear what has happened here. Yeah, but, I mean, he was kind of a drunk. Something's going on. Shaw knew more about what was going on with Templeton and the person funding the expedition. Yes, but why would Hunt abandon us? That is a question I cannot answer. I doubt we'll ever know at this stage. The former captain is no longer with us. You understand what that means, Shaw. That would be Captain Shaw now, I take it. Not quite yet. A new captain must be selected by the crew. Since when? Maybe, okay, we're not Navy, we're not military, but the Arctic exploration, Antarctic exploration from Britain were all kind of run under a quasi-military organization, but I can't imagine they would ever be like, yeah, let's all vote. You know, we're not a pirate ship. As first mate, you have the most clear argument to take that role. And how do I argue for that role? You know, presence in the face of Hunt's absence is an argument in itself. They will hold a vote as soon as possible. The carpenter, grimly, he's still loyal to Hunt, and many of the sailors will follow his vote, if not all, though I can assure you have the vote of myself and my scientists. Kurt and his crew are likely to support you as well. I am unsure where the engineers will side. They're likely loyal to their pay. Plek is still recovering from their steam burns, which may end up working to our favor. And the civilians are a mystery. But I believe when all is said and done, you will just about make the vote. You've clearly given this a lot of thought. Of course. It's vital to remain aware of the crew's intention. They're waiting outside, Shaw. They're scared, they don't know where to turn. You and I both understand the importance of maintaining decorum. Though times seem dire, remember, there is a rescue ship on its way. Not according to the Captain Hunt. He said no one knows where we are and no one would ever come looking for us. Even if the Temperance falls, we still have a potential escape. 35 weeks. The ship will arrive at Viscount Island 35 weeks from now. We should focus on surviving that long. That is all we need to do, Captain. How can we be certain the rescue ship will come? I can assure it. Our benefactor will ensure it. Another 35 weeks, Captain. Keep it in mind. Here, you should have this. Templeton presents you with a fancy-looking hat. Hunt's hat. He left it behind in his cabin. That tells us what we need, doesn't it? Huh. Yeah, I'll take it. The commotion outside grows. I choose to willfully observe reality. I suggest you do the same, Captain. The scientist refrains for a moment. What is it? I think it's best we declare that the captain and the missing crew are dead. There's no need for us to complicate things any further. I don't think... Like, it seems crazy enough. The captain... well, I mean, that could cause panic, though. The captain has abandoned everybody and is trying to leave in a large lifeboat. It's not like a small rowboat, but I don't think... Well, you could probably make it to, like, a whaling outpost somewhere. That would probably be your goal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to tell them the truth. I feel like I should, but I feel like that also could cause a lot of panic among people. Like you said, I'm the captain now. We understand each other then. Wonderful. The crew are waiting for you on deck. I mean, telling them, like, the captain was a drunk and abandoned his duties, I mean, I don't know, maybe that would be enough. The last place you saw Hunt, yeah, the tub. There's still drops of whiskey frozen. Hunt's ledger is gone. Yeah, I was hoping there might be some evidence, something about what's going on. Well, I mean, that's pretty stark looking, I would have to say. As we zoom out very slowly. As fast as it'll let me, anyway. Looks very small. Do have everybody kind of clustered up here. Address the crew. The hushed voices become more distinct as you make your way back out into the open air. Got +1 crew there for some reason. There's our photographer, the navigator, the dogs. That's the brothers, maybe? 2 John should be around here somewhere. The guy with 1 arm, son. Notice the absence of Plek. Which one was Plek? Crew members notice you and stop. Their attention ripples across the deck. Attention! It should be clear by now that Captain Hunt is no longer serving his post. As such, we should vote in the new captain. I nominate Officer Shaw for the role. Clear choice is first mate. And what of Hunt? I do not see him among us, do you? Don't see a body either. He's still out there. We don't know what happened. Something we can discover. For now, someone has to take the reins of command. All in favor, Officer Shaw. I thought I'd be able to, like, make a speech saying certain specific things. Start the voting process. People can abstain. Interesting. Kurt's voting for me, along with the other scouts, it looks like. People voting for Hunt is interesting, because he's not even here. So it comes down to Kasha, the photographer, who votes for me. Just barely. You have been confirmed as the captain of the expedition. Well, the ayes have it. Shaw will be acting captain from this point forward. Acting in Captain Hunt's stead. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that, yeah. The crowd looked at you expectantly as Templeton gives you a knowing nod. A moment passes in the cold as they await your next words, curious murmurings scattered between the crew. I've met pretty much everyone, but yeah, to those who don't know me, I'm Robin Shaw. As they look at you, it's not long before the obvious question spills from a crew member's mouth. Where's Captain Hunt? Captain Hunt abandoned us. You notice Templeton's eyes widen, whispers begin to roll throughout the crowd. He appears to have left this expedition along with 3 missing crew and 1 of our lifeboats. A silence hangs in the air. As long as we keep our wits, there's no reason we can't survive this. The crowd begins to bubble up once more, with more and more questions coming to the surface. Members of the crew start speaking out one by one, with questions thrown your way in quick succession. How are we supposed to survive out here? Is help coming? What about our pay? Will we still be paid? Our immediate priority is to find additional food. Current supplies will only take us so far on the ice. I know this isn't what we signed up for. Stick with me and I'll see us through. What are those lost, Captain? No one's... I mean, they left. It's not like they're dead. But memorial service will be held once the ship is freed from the ice. Understood. Well, you heard the captain. Get to it. The crowd dissipates, returning to their roles aboard the ship. You pass Templeton. I thought we had an understanding. I won't lie to them. If we can't be honest with each other, what chance do we have? I hope you're right. It's odd that he's not there. Looks up at your new hat. Suits you. Alright, we have a variety of things going on. Kurt. Shaw. Or should I say Captain Shaw. It's odd that we're not, like, actually having dialogue, like that last dialogue in this one. That Hunt, he didn't seem the type to just leave the crew behind. Still, no good dwelling. I have confidence you'll take up the mantle well. Do you have any experience leading expeditions? I've never captained a vessel, if that's what you mean. But the navigator has just as much responsibility to lead. In that sense, I have plenty. I suppose congratulations are in order. Not really. I would hope you're prepared for the task at hand, Captain Shaw. Did you see Hunt last night? If I had, I would have said as much. Though were I to wager, I'm certain that someone aboard this ship has. It's unlikely the four were able to leave a landlocked ship without being spotted. No, we can't ask her anything else. That's kind of crappy. There are currently no fish to feed them. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. You bark back at it. What? Stroke its head. Always pet the dogs. Alright, let's head out. We're going to need them for hunting. I think that's kind of the main thing. Let's check out the rest of the ship here and see if anything's going on. That's my cabin. Temperance is safe from sinking. The Aurora passes, leaving only the bright light and white. I guess we're in week 5 then, I suppose. Nothing here. I thought we could check in. I think the doctor was here. I thought we could check in on the injured guy. So that's down to the lower deck. We might want to... I don't know if we can assign people or not. Check on the pumps. Pump flood water from the lower deck. So nothing... That's all fine. Okay, don't have to worry about that yet. Here we have the pantry. Lift a crate. So we have... Okay, so we can assign people here. You can assign an amount to instantly gain that many items. Okay. We don't have a huge number of people available to do stuff, though. Everyone's, I mean, relatively busy. Can't assign the specialists. He's injured. We definitely need some food coming out. I think we'll put you on coal if we can. So, Sheridan. Biggs. I don't want to use anybody that has, like, ice experience. Like, some of them have... Well, maybe not. I don't see many that actually have the ability to handle the ice. Yeah, just work on getting a bunch of food out. They get to work. So we have the food prepped. Got anything for the hoosh? Yeah, so we're going to put a bunch of tins in. We've got a whole bunch. We might as well put everything in that we got out. Again, this I feel like shouldn't be here. Okay, so food is set. Everybody's sleeping. It's still early. Take a look down below. Oh, well that's kind of a bit of a problem. There is water down here. Red room. Oh, okay, so it's the room where she's developing photographs and stuff. Yeah, this water here, that's odd. So in the coal bunker, we definitely want to grab some coal, assign some people to it, lift a sack of briquettes. Okay. We want to grab as many people in here as we can, so yeah, 2 Johns. We're pretty low, so let's put a few people on. I mean, the engineers should be busy doing other stuff. I would assume. Got the scouts as well. So if we're going to go out like hunting, I'd probably throw the scouts on it. They get to work. Okay, so they're busy loading up coal for me. Hammond. Captain now, are you? As long as you aren't in my way any more than Hunt was, I'm happy. How's the boiler keeping? Well, we aren't dying, that's a relief. Don't know how well the furnace will hold. I'll keep her going as long as you aren't distracting me. Coal goes in, we stay alive. Really is that simple. I think we've got enough. Currently no freezing crew to be cured. Okay, so we're fine. So we're good as it is. I didn't think we had dropped too low. Alright. There should be a way to, like, check. This is external temperature. There should be something for, like, inside our settings and stuff, but I don't really see a way to do that. But yeah, I feel like... Looks like there's water in here. Let me go back to the pumps. Now that we've looked down below. Yeah, it says 0 rooms. There are currently no flooded rooms to pump water from. Okay, I guess that's not considered flooded. Alright. Sure. So now we're in better shape. We just kind of assigned some people to do some stuff. So we're good on fuel and food temporarily. We're supposed to have like enough fuel to get there and back. And enough food similarly, but I think if we can send people out hunting like as soon as possible, that's what we should be doing. So maybe we have to do that from Captain's cabin. There should be no hesitation, Shaw. You're the captain now, and you must carry that authority instantly. It's best we carry out the daily routine as normal, show that you're capable in the role. We should take the day's requests immediately before seeing to our resources. I already did that. Too late. Because usually you do that last. You saw the duties of captain firsthand while serving, Hunt. You're acting captain now, it's time you take up that mantle. Yeah, and I'm totally fine. Like, I'm here until Hunt comes back, or everyone decides I should replace him because he's not capable of being captain anymore. Something like that is totally fine. Calling captain, fine. A line is already forming at the door, no surprise given the circumstances. Take them as you may, Captain. So, Kurt and Cordell. Yeah, if we want to get people out hunting. Captain, I've brought the Kennel Master with me. It's something you will both want to hear. I have a strong suspicion of what this matter is. I was planning to speak with the captain on it myself. Fortunate happenstance, then. Captain, I know these conditions well. I've seen them before. Any idea of the Temperance being freed of the ice anytime soon is a pipe dream. We need to press on. We need to become aware of our new environment. Trust me, Captain. We'll be living off it for quite some time. So you're suggesting we live off the ice? I'm not suggesting it. I'm pointing out a necessity. The dog sleds will need to be exercised regularly, and there's no better way than to engage in hunting. We're quite lucky, despite the circumstances. Now is peak time for hunting and navigation. And navigation? Traversing the ice may be a possibility in the future. We need to be prepared for that. I don't know about that. If we're to survive out here, we need to know what lies ahead. These are uncharted territories, Captain. We have no idea where we are. Yeah, I mean, potentially if the ship, like, breaks and starts to flood or something, like, we might want to leave the ship, but otherwise, I think we're better off in the ship. Your current rations are not set to last forever, either. Send any hunting party to me as you please. My dogs and I will ensure their survival. Cordell exits. Okay, so we can go to her probably to assign people. Same sentiment for myself and any scouting teams. If you wish the great unknowns to be braved and charted, I'm your man. We need to know what lies ahead. Keep looking forward. I think you could do both at the same time. You could hunt and scout at the same time. Hammond? Saving that boiler was only the start of our troubles. Have you seen the state of this bloody ship? It has certainly seen better days. She's bleeding in the lower decks. I believe the older Stoke is attempting to rectify that. We need to stockpile as much fuel as we can. If the furnace runs out by the end of the week, we die. If we spend too long on the ship, we die. If we don't stockpile enough fuel for the winter, we die? Aye. Get me some coal. Get it in that furnace. I'm afraid he's not wrong. The coal bunker is our only source of fuel for the time being. I don't know what else we could find to burn. I mean, other than maybe fat? Might burn fairly well. I don't know if it would burn in a furnace very well, though. Until we can procure alternatives, we should assign crew to shoveling whenever possible. Junior comes in. Shaw? The ice looks unbudging, doesn't it? It would seem that way, yes. Crews seem to think so. They think if we don't intervene, the Temperance will never get freed. If you're suggesting breaking the ice, I can assure you that won't work. I'm not. They are. No intervention is going to break up the ice enough to free the ship. Putting others to work on that is simply a waste of manpower. Aye, maybe. They're scared, though. Worried. Yeah, keeping people busy is always not necessarily a bad idea, but we have other things to worry about. They just want to feel like they tried something. Yeah, right now, I'm not sure. We don't have a lot of crew because I assigned a bunch of people to do, grabbing the food and grabbing the coal already. I might have a few people I can assign, so we can have a few people do it, maybe. If it'll raise spirits, it's worth the attempt. That literally leaves, like, one person. You can work on that. Oh, I have to do at least 3. Okay. That's a problem. The scouts I want to save for hunting... The scientists are free. That's interesting. Guess they don't have anything else to do. feel like it's not really what they should be doing. I'll leave the engineers alone. What is muttwash? What does that even mean? Yeah, the scouts I think we're going to send hunting or scouting. The scientists really don't have anything to do, so you know what? I don't really care. Some scientists can go work on that. If it raises spirits, it's worth the attempt. Agreed. So we get some decorum, some individual people gain and lose loyalty. That's interesting. So we have to worry about individual people's loyalty. I'll see you for dinner, Shah. Don't forget the hooshpot needs fed. Before dinner, you should see to setting out our first sledding team. I also believe it's time to give our good doctor a visit. We still have wounded from the night of the Aurora. Their wounds will need attended to before they're fit to work. And I doubt I need to remind you of this, but we need every hand available. Don't be afraid of assigning my team for some manual labor. They'll complain, but they'll work. Alright, so that's fine then. So can we look at individual people's loyalty? I mean, we have, like, loyal to Templeton, loyal to Grimley, loyal to Junior. Okay. So certain people loyal to certain other specific people. You did seem familiar. I finally placed you. You have you? Yes, I remember seeing you compete. Soren Killiper. You were quite the gymnast. I'm surprised to see you in this line of work. Not too many gymnasts carry long careers. You did quite well when I saw you at the Summer Games. I recall you placed. I don't recall winning. Can't believe Hunt is gone. What happened? Who knows? He was drunk. Whatever he's thinking, he definitely wasn't in his right mind. What about Smurf and Corvid and Joe? Who knows? Corvid owes me 5 gilst. I don't think he'll be seeing it soon. Alright, let's go talk. Why can I not... Like, she said come to her to assign hunting teams. Yeah, we don't have any fish, but... Something bugged, I wonder. Yeah, so we're sort of stuck. Oh, maybe here we can assign dogs. Alright, so that's... We have to go up here to do that. What's down... Okay, so we have... Find the ideal penguin migration path, find the crab-eater seal migration path, find the emperor penguin migration path, find the elephant seal migration path. Okay, so those are interesting things. Maybe we need the explorers to do that. Orca Island, last port, where we picked up Kurt and some of the scouting team from. Is there anything else? So this is Viscount Island. If we zoom, try to zoom out, it's being very goofy. Doesn't like zooming for some reason, in or out. Okay, we've got a bunch of dogs. That's scout. I want to hunt. I don't want to scout. Assign a scout to instantly reveal a map location. Okay. Sure. So what did we find? Okay, so now we can hunt there. Okay, gotcha. All right. To hunt, assign any amount to gain many add-on resource items for the end of the week. All right. Yeah. Well, we'll send. Actually, we have a scientist who's not doing anything. How about you go do that? We'll get 1 penguin. We'll scout out another location maybe and send one of the scouts to go hunting, so we'll get a couple penguins. Mr. Gloss and York the Third are marked down to hunt for the week. Alright. And we have one more explorer, so we'll check out another nearby area. So we found what? Research the formation of under ice melt pools. Okay, that would be something for a scientist, but all the scientists are busy at the moment, so we'll have to check that out next week. So that, I mean, could lead to finding seals, potentially. I don't know. Might be a seal hunting site. Hard to say. Okay, that's pretty much everybody. I think everyone has been assigned a job now or done something. Do you have the engineers? But they did specifically mention that there is... Actually, what does the captain's at do? Okay, nothing. Um, yeah, it's sucky we're missing these people. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Something I was in the verge of being able to mention. We'll have to check some more stuff out next week. Hoping we don't need any more crew for anybody because we've assigned everybody. Let's go down. Something, checking on the doctor. What is this? Tucker. Shaw, or should I say Captain, right? I thought your last name sounded familiar, or name sounded familiar. I sailed the merchant lines as well. Think we served on the same ship a couple of times. Glad to see a fellow merchant navy veteran among the crew. You know the struggle was, well, shame we never fully crossed paths. Still, small world. Good luck, Shaw. So we'll check in on the doctor. I don't see a patient. You enter the ship's infirmary. This is the guy that acted really weird when I spotted him before. Your presence seemed to startle the young man inside, the rattle of dropped forceps ringing through the room. Oh, goodness, it's you. Captain now, isn't it? You're the doctor, I take it? Lost his loyalty. Okay. Hmm? Oh, right, yes, I am. I don't know why he would react negatively to that. Dr. Arthur, Nutley. Dr. Nutley. Dr. Arthur Nutley, that's it. It's good to meet you, Arthur. Nutley gives a weak smile. Thank you. It is good to properly meet you. I suppose I seem a little scatterbrained at the moment. It isn't the norm. Recent circumstances have been trying, and the inclination towards seasickness is no help. Plek. The steam burns they suffered from the surface, or our furnace, are severe. If you let me take a look, I can do my best to alleviate their pain. Do you have any experience with something like this? No, he didn't like that either. Well, I've read extensively on the matter, but as far as first-hand experience goes, well, no, this is my first encounter. At this point, all we can do is wait. Nutley lets out a nervous cough. Captain Hunt, do you think he may still be out there? Did you know Hunt well? Not at all. Rather, he knew my... That's not important. Apologies, I'm rambling. I suppose you wanted an update on the crew. Have you had time to look at them? Time enough. Mostly scrapes and scuffs. As for the dogs, you're better asking Cordell, probably. Well, the kennel master. That's fine. I wouldn't expect you to be a veterinarian. Okay, he'd like that. Good. Please don't. I haven't taken well to the dogs. I'm unsure how to carry myself amidst most people, and animals are quicker to judge. And Cordero himself is harsher still. But you can rely on me for any human medical issues. Nutley pauses for a moment. Is everything, good? I mean, is someone coming to rescue us? I won't lie, we're in a difficult situation here. I'm gonna need your help. Okay, you like that? Then you can count on my help. Nutley keeps his head low. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Medical comforts to instantly cure all crew. So the scientists can cook up something. The med bay. Okay. Can we assign... Yeah, we can assign you. Be cured of all status effects by the end of the week. So he is currently affected by... I think it was just injured. Now I can't choose him. But we do this? Nope, not a spot. Yeah, I think he'll be okay. Nobody else is injured, so yeah, we'll command him to rest. Okay, so now he's actually there being tended to. Okay. Turn. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Yeah, we're fine. So we can actually have a couple people that are injured, and that's relatively okay. Theoretically. Alright, down below, maybe this will be the pump or something? No, that's Kasha. So Kasha's got something. Let me check on the pumps, though. Yeah, it says 0 rooms, so I don't know what's going on with that. Like, they're narratively speaking about it. And it, like, theoretically says we have 2 people free, but I don't see that we do. I guess we've got the engineers, okay. Yeah, anything else we'll have the engineers do, maybe. Officer, Captain Shaw. I suppose I should get used to calling you that. I was asking the crew if anyone had seen Hunt or any of the deserters last night. Not a single soul. I know the man knows the ship well, but that seems odd. Hmm. Do you think the crew could be lying? I wouldn't accuse anyone of that, but it is very unlikely that he wasn't seen by anyone. I suppose the boiler troubles caused a great deal of distraction. So call everyone to eat. I think we're fine, although, I mean, this is kind of bad looking down here. Yeah, I think maybe we'll have engineers grab coal and stuff in the future. Alright, let's go ahead and call everyone for dinner. The crew have their meal. Oh, shall we give a toast to our new captain? Hear, hear. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Despite the time, it's still bright light outside, so it's got to be summer. So we have some things we can listen to, some people to talk to. We'll listen in on a few things. You're a tall one, aren't you? Oh, thank you for noticing. Been this big since I was 15. You ever consider doing films? You have the stature for it. Oh, I can't act. Acting isn't part of it. Stand there, cut a nice silhouette, and you'd be a star. That sounds awfully easy, doesn't it? It can be. So tired. You get used to it, lad. Duh, it's far too much work. But you wanted the work. If I can do it with one arm, you can do it. Yeah, good point. You're always saying that, Alright, this is what? Grimly? Yeah. Do you need me for something? Yeah, crew seem to like you. Wonder if you had any advice staying on their good side. Junior's better with people. I don't know. Be good to them. That's all it takes. Okay? Stares at you before nodding to his hammock. Okay. He just has the one thing. I've got something else to listen to. Looks like we'll be trapped here for a while. I don't like the ship's chances either. It'll be some time before we see home. Shit, I'm gonna die of boredom out here before the cold takes me. You'll manage, I'm sure. Okay, we'll talk to Junior. Evening, Shaw. I'm proud of what I've been able to cook up for the crew lately, considering the rations. Though I do wish I had something better to work with. I'd kill for a good beefsteak. Not many cows on the ice. Well, I mean, seals are kind of, well... Seals don't taste like beef. You do excellent work, Junior. You'll have a knack for this. I've been told. Hunt would say he couldn't eat a bite that wasn't prepared by me anymore. Okay, so we're kind of, making people a little happier, talking to them. Looks like we just go up, nothing else. We're already down below. Yeah, it's showing nothing, the stuff down below and above. Mr. Zack, awfully loud, aren't they? I don't mind it all that much. They've worked hard all day, they're owed their leisure. Sailors ought to remember, we all need our sleep. Snoring too loud or something, I guess. Yeah, down below, it just shows, like, go down, go up, like it's highlighted. It's kind of weird. Yeah, there's nothing down here highlighted. But if I go up, it's highlighting go down, but we've already eaten, so it should be fine. We could go into Templeton's room and Kurt's room. That's interesting. Couldn't do that before. Maybe we should check in on them. Evening, Shaw. Cold one, isn't it? Used to think I was growing used to the cold, but as the years have gone on, the elements have only grown harsher on the body. I don't want to call them old, for sure. I imagine this is a harsher area than you've ever faced. Be surprised, Captain. I'd to tell you a few bad scrapes in my time. I'm flattered, but I really ought to be getting some rest, Shaw. So yeah, trying to chat him up while I was trying to go to sleep. Yeah. We'll talk to Templeton here really quick. Good evening, Captain. It's like vampire looking. It'll be some time before we see a rescue. Perhaps you should be endearing yourself to your crew. For now, I'd like to learn more of you. We needn't do that. He really didn't like that. I would prefer to continue with our work. Fostering personal relationships is not a concern. Alright. Fine. Up we go. Can I mean, it's almost the end of the day. We do have the engineers. We could maybe send the engineers out. I feel like I should use everybody possible on a day. We've already done our hunting. We need the scientists here, which none are available at the moment. And for scouting, we need a scout. Okay, so we haven't done that yet. So yeah, I can't actually do anything with the remaining 2 engineers. So next week, this might be my priority more. We'll kind of see how it goes. And then we'll adjust to things on board the ship after. But yeah, we want to get a good amount of coal, good amount of food, that kind of thing. Captain Shaw, I presume you're here to see the dogs. Actually, I was checking on you. You aren't with the rest of the crew. Of course I'm not. Do you often expect others to leave their post? I understand you did not expect this role, but you're the captain regardless. Surely you understand a sense of duty. Captain Shaw, you recall my conditions with Hunt, do you not? Like it was yesterday. My demand was that I work here with the dogs. Your people may help with the sleds, but they are not my responsibility. They are not my people. I'm holding up my promise with Hunt. I do not intend to join your crew. The dog beside her barks. How long have you been raising dogs? A long time, Shaw. I've raised this pack since they were naught but pups and a generation before them. She goes quiet for a moment, petting Stanbury, collecting her thoughts. I wasn't exactly in the financial position to pass on Hunts, but I had no intention of leaving all of them out here without me. I mean, I kind of like this sentiment. Yeah, alright. If I get lost in the ice, you're the next Captain Stanbury. He's one of the dogs. Woof. Cordell smiles, confused. Something up here. Stanbury. The animal looks at you. I can give him the captain's hat. Okay, this is just getting silly at that point. Yeah, we're just gonna pet him. You ruffle their head. Will show affection to all the dogs. It offers you its paw. You rub his chin, and you ruffle his fur. So yeah, we want to be kind of friendly with the dogs. And then when we get the puffin meat, we can throw some... Well, I don't know, it's this fish. It was puffin or was it penguin? When we ate some before, it said it was penguin meat and fat and some other stuff mixed together. But I think that is everything for the week. So let's go ahead and advance. Remember, will be cured of malnourishment. Remember, cured of freezing. So what are we at here? So we want to use... normal. Yeah, we want to go normal. We can't go high on this. We don't want to go half. We want to go like full. Why I can't move it back now? That's bizarre. Like I can click here and move it around, but now I can't move this back. Okay, there we go. Just have to hold it and drag it. Yeah, we've got enough that we can give everybody normal food and normal rations and stuff. So yeah, that's what we want to do. Gloss and Yorick return from hunting with 2 penguins. Dogs are rested. Another week on the ice. Ship holds barely. Gnomes was cured of their wounds. Alright, good deal. I don't know if it just saved. We'll go ahead and start the next week. Week 5. 2 weeks at the Temperance Camp. Plus 9 available dogs. Alright, yeah, so it's saved. Alright, we'll go ahead and end it there. So yeah, a fairly productive week. We now have more crew. The injured guy's back and good to go. I think for the next week I'll prioritize a bit more kind of scouting and hunting and stuff. But we'll kind of see how it goes. Alright, this has been more of The Pale Beyond. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I will see you all again next time. Until then, have a good one.